Charlie Chaplin, the man who made the world laugh with just a glance, lived a life of mystery and creativity. But where did this legendary comedian spend his final years? Today, we're stepping inside Chaplin's luxurious Swiss estate, a sprawling $50 million mansion adorned with vintage elegance, marble staircases, and a breathtaking view of Lake Geneva. Stick around to uncover the secrets of this iconic legend's world. Ever wondered how Charlie Chaplin rose from his humble beginnings? What fueled his journey from poverty to fame? The story begins in the gritty streets of South London, where Charlie Chaplin was born on April 16, 1889. Raised in poverty, Chaplin's childhood was a constant struggle, moving between shabby homes and workhouses. This is East Street, where Chaplin spent part of his childhood. By the 1920s, he had become a global icon, thanks to his beloved little tramp character. With fame and fortune, Chaplin moved to Beverly Hills and built a mansion fitting his Hollywood status. Chaplin's Beverly Hills estate, located at 201 Camino Palmero, was a 10-acre property with a Mediterranean-style mansion built in the 1920s. The house itself was a grand Spanish Revival-style structure with large arched windows, ornate interiors, and expansive rooms. The estate also featured beautiful lush gardens, a swimming pool, a private tennis court, designed by the renowned architect William Kesling. Chaplin bought the estate in 1922, which became his primary residence for many years before his exile in the 1950s. Though Chaplin left the United States in the 1950s, his Beverly Hills home remains a symbol of his Hollywood era, a time when he became a legend in the golden age of film. However, Charlie Chaplin's Hollywood dream suddenly turned upside down. In the 1950s, politics turned against him. Accused of communist sympathies during the Cold War, he was forced to leave America. With his re-entry permit recalled, Chaplin bid farewell to his Hollywood mansion in the United States in 1952 and settled in Switzerland, resulting in the greatest change of his life. In search of a peaceful and politically neutral haven, he discovered the enchanting Manoir de Banne. This move marked a significant transition from the bustling streets of Hollywood to the serene Swiss countryside. Unable to return to his beloved America for over 20 years, the Chaplin family purchased the Manoir de Banne on December 31, 1952, for 180,000 Swiss francs, around $41,000 at that time. Chaplin was already in his 60s when he chose to live in exile in Switzerland with his family, also known as the Champ de Banne Estate Manor. It is situated in the scenic village of Coursier-sur-Vevey, between the Lavaux vineyards, Lake Geneva, and the Swiss Alps peaks. As you stand at the gates of Manoir de Banne, you might wonder, what drew Charlie Chaplin to this quiet corner of Switzerland? The 14-hectare or 35-acre estate was initially constructed according to drafts by the Riviera star architect Philippe Fresnel in 1840. The masterpieces created under his careful curation can still be seen on the Riviera today. The manor has a grand facade with fluted pilasters and intricately decorated windows that fit in with the classical beauty. Surrounded by the serene natural setting, it features 3 levels and incorporates 19 rooms. On the main floor, one can see an elegant entrance hall, a spacious dining room that served as the perfect place for Chaplin's gatherings, a cozy sitting room underscoring the significance of music in Charlie's life, and a beautiful library where the notorious comic actor wrote his autobiography. There are several authentically decorated bedrooms on the upper floors, while the basement was once used for wine production. According to a specific environmental report from the town plan, Chaplin deliberately converted it into archives to store his works. The Champ de Banne Estate Manor features various outbuildings, including a farm and a garage. The farm, predating the property itself, was modified a couple of times. It served as staff accommodation, storage, a barn, and stables. The garage, built in 1900 and renovated around 1980, provides space for 3 vehicles and features staff quarters on the upper floor. Up to 13 members worked there, including a secretary, nursery nurses, drivers, gardeners, cooks, and governesses, all ensuring the smooth operation and maintenance of the estate. Chaplin's need for peace after being exiled from the United States due to political controversy was a main reason. Switzerland offered him the seclusion he longed for, away from the pressures of fame and the media's harsh scrutiny. The serene beauty of the region provided a perfect backdrop for the family life he sought and allowed him to focus on his creative projects in peace. The manor itself is an elegant structure with a white facade, green shutters, and a timeless architectural design that reflects both sophistication and warmth. Spanning 14 hectares, the estate features sprawling gardens, tree-lined paths, and breathtaking views of Lake Geneva and the Swiss Alps, creating an atmosphere of serenity and inspiration. Today, Manoir de Bonne is home to Chaplin's World, an interactive museum dedicated to his life and work. The mansion has 3 floors with spacious rooms, including his personal study, where he often wrote and worked on projects. It also housed his family, as Chaplin lived there with his wife, Una, and their 8 children. These legendary props of Chaplin's are displayed as part of the museum's extensive collection, which celebrates Chaplin's life and career. Visitors can see the cane and bowler hat up close, displayed alongside other personal artifacts and memorabilia. They are presented with care, emphasizing their significance not just as objects, but as symbols of Chaplin's genius and his timeless character, the Little Tramp. Just a short distance from Manoir de Bonne is the town of Vevey, where Chaplin spent much of his time. This statue, which overlooks Lake Geneva, was erected to honor his immense contributions to the world of film and comedy. Vevey is surrounded by the Lavaux Vineyards, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, adding to its allure. The mild climate and lush landscapes make it an ideal spot for outdoor activities and scenic walks. Strolling along the lakeside promenade, you'll be greeted by crystal-clear waters and the towering Alps, a view that inspired both locals and visitors, including Chaplin himself. In the small village of Coursières-sur-Vevey is where Charlie Chaplin and his wife Una are laid to rest. It's a peaceful spot that reflects the serenity Chaplin sought in his later years. One of the most peculiar and chilling events in the story of Manoir de Bonne occurred in 1978, just months after Charlie Chaplin's death. In a bizarre turn of events, Chaplin's body was stolen from his grave in the nearby Coursières-sur-Vevey cemetery by 2 men attempting to extort money from his grieving family. The thieves, hoping to ransom the body for a large sum, sparked an international media frenzy. For over 2 months, the quiet town was thrown into turmoil as authorities worked tirelessly to solve the case. Eventually, the body was discovered buried in a farmer's field miles away, and the perpetrators were apprehended. To prevent such a tragedy from happening again, Chaplin's coffin was reburied in a concrete-reinforced grave, ensuring his peaceful rest in the place he had loved so deeply. Chaplin's life was one of contrasts, from the struggles of his early years to the glamour of Hollywood, and finally to the tranquility of Switzerland. Through it all, he remained dedicated to his craft, creating stories that continue to touch hearts worldwide. Today, the house functions as Chaplin's World Museum, which was opened on April 17, 2016. It emerged as the culmination of a 15-year project to preserve and honor Charlie's legacy. The museum is divided into 2 main sections, the Manor House and the Studio. The Manor House allows visitors to walk through Chaplin's personal quarters, offering an intimate look at his daily life, from his study filled with personal belongings to the family dining room where countless memories were made. The Studio, in contrast, is a vibrant homage to Chaplin's cinematic achievements. It features recreations of iconic movie sets, interactive exhibits, and rare film footage, bringing to life the genius of Chaplin's work. In the foyer, an almost jumping wax figure of a waving Charlie Chaplin greets visitors, welcoming them to the edifice. In collaboration with Paris's Grévin Museum, known for its wax figures, the museum also features representations of Chaplin's friends, such as Albert Einstein and Winston Churchill. Manoir de Bon is not just an ordinary museum. It's a gateway to understanding the man behind the legend. The museum provides a valuable opportunity to step into his shoes, explore his life, and appreciate his profound legacy and the impact he had on film and culture. We hope you enjoyed the journey through Chaplin's world. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below. What part of Chaplin's legacy did you find most fascinating? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next one.